Sometimes I really hate that I moved to a third world country. I really do. I really hate that I left the United States of America to move over here to Kenya, Nairobi. The reason why I hate living abroad is because as soon as you start living abroad, you realize that United States of America has nothing to offer you anymore. Like literally, you get over here and you start to see how rich you really are supposed to be. You really see how they bamboozled us for many years, talking about Africa as a third world country and United States of America is the only that damn country on earth that is glittering gold. They have lied to us all this time.
So I moved into a place in Nairobi, but just like outside of the city. And it's very like village kind of vibes. It's not city vibes. So like outside, I had gone to like the town center and I wanted to just get my hair done and then sit down and relax, figure out what I was gonna do next. So I sat down at a bar, got some of this Java, and then this guy comes up to me and he just approaches me and starts talking to me. Apparently he's from the UK and he went to the UK for like 12 years and then he left. And I was like, why'd you leave the UK? Like so many Kenyans want to go where you were. And he said, there's money, you can get jobs, but it just wasn't for me. Like life was so boring there. And it reminded me because when I go to the US, yes, you can make money a lot easier and it's not something that should be taken lightly. I come to Kenya because of the peace of mind I feel when I'm here. And to me, peace of mind is worth even.
Hello good people, welcome to African Commentary. Here we learn and grow every day, and if you're new here, kindly consider subscribing, liking and sharing the videos. I really appreciate. So lately I have been seeing many Black Americans moving to Africa, to Kenya specifically, and this is something that brings me a lot of joy as a Kenyan. Yes, I am a Kenyan, guys, and when I see you guys moving to my country, I feel so happy. And just know that we welcome you guys. Come and explore Kenya, come and explore African countries. Let's watch some videos whereby Black Americans share the experiences in Kenya. How is life in Kenya? What is good about Kenya? And maybe this can encourage you as a Black American to actually visit Kenya or maybe any other African country if you are planning to do so. Without speaking much, let's watch the videos and then I'm going to give my 2 cents at the end. Also, let me know what do you think about this in the comment section down below.
Oh yeah, but definitely come to Kenya. Kenya, I'm telling you, as soon as you get there, you probably will never come back to America.
I've heard that a lot. I
don't know if you've seen those YouTube. I don't expose their names because I don't know if they want to. But anyway, they got these YouTube channels that like those who used to live in America. They actually moved back to Kenya.
I be seeing them on my feed on Instagram, and they be talking about like, yo, come to this country.
Yeah.
Everything costs so much less money.
Yeah.
The beautiful women out here are so friendly, and everything's so nice. And I live in this fucking 2,000 square foot, 3-bedroom condo in the middle of downtown for $400 a month. I'm just like, all that.
I hate that I have to do this video. I must be very honest with you guys. I have to be very honest with you guys. Sometimes I really hate that I moved to a third world country. I really do. I really hate that I left the United States of America to move over here to Kenya, Nairobi. The reason why I hate living abroad is because as soon as you start living abroad, you realize that United States of America has nothing to offer you anymore. Like literally, you get over here and you start to see how rich you really are supposed to be. You really see how they bamboozled us for many years, talking about Africa as a third world country and United States of America is the only that damn country on earth that is glittering gold. They have lied to us all this time. Come over here, you will see how things really are. Come over here and see how your hair and nails is like $20 as opposed to $200 and $300 and $400. I mean, I see how African women look so beautiful over here because they ain't paying goddamn $10 for a service. United States of America, you can't get all services done for $60 at one time. You gotta pick and choose what service you're gonna get this paycheck and what service you're gonna get 2 paychecks from now. Ooh, baby, when I tell you it took for me to move over here to Africa to see the shit the United States of America is doing, they are literally lying to us. Oh, and by the way, Africa is not the third world country too. They lied to y'all about that as well. Actually, United States of America is a third world country if you want to keep it a bean. And let's not talk about infrastructure because they always want to throw that infrastructure shit out of there. Infrastructure in America depends on a state. Just take a ride through Detroit, Michigan, and you will see how the infrastructure is not infrastructuring. So baby, sometimes I hate that I moved abroad because I'm telling you what, it makes me so mad that I didn't come over here in my 20s, that I had to come over here in my 30s. Like, it really makes me want to give up my blue passport and never come back to the United States of America again. Like, seriously. Who would want to purposely live in the USA?
I'll never forget when I said I was moving to Kenya and people were like, why Kenya? And then I thought, like, if I said I was moving to Greece, would you question me? If I said I was moving to Spain or Italy or, I don't know, just any other like more developed nation, would you question me? But because people have preconceived notions of what it's like to be in an African country, they automatically assume that you're gonna face a whole bunch of bull crap and that life is just hard. And this is third world, poor, developing, struggling country, right? And to be fair, it may be true in certain parts, but not all across the board. I can show you places that I grew up in that look more third world than where the fuck I'm at right now here in Kenya, bro. I've seen boarded up houses, corruption, drug users, drug dealers, crime, everything all over the world. But for some reason, it only gets highlighted when it comes to African countries. That's crazy, right?
I definitely feel the call to Africa. It feels like this is where I'm supposed to be. As I mentioned back in 2018, when we took that trip to Ghana, you know, that right there, that was the spark. So every country in Africa is different. So a lot of people get that misconstrued. They like try to paint Africa like with one broad brush. Like all these countries is different, man. Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, all these countries is different. So as far as my calling to Africa, I feel like I'm supposed to be in Nairobi because I did the research, I looked at different places in Africa, and I just felt like Nairobi looks like the place for me as far as I would be most comfortable. So when I came here, I did like a scouting trip in October. And then when I came in October, it was everything that, I thought it would be. My name is Brandon D. Hines. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. And I recently moved to Nairobi, Kenya in January of 2025. Basically, it was prophecy, but getting down to what it was every day as far as what you can see is the quality of life. So over in America now, when I was growing up, you hear like kids playing outside, like everybody had a bunch of friends, good times, you can go out, enjoy yourself, you can go back home. But what it transpired to and what it came to is just, most of the people over there you can't trust. It's a lot of violence, it's a lot of danger. Shoot, you can't even go out and have a good time no more. I mean, the black men and black women relations is totally destroyed. We got a new term over there, it's called YNs. I don't know if y'all know about YNs. I don't even know if I can say this, but they off the chain. I mean, their brain has just been scrambled, about like the music. But everything has been purposely done to destroy us. So it wasn't like I was really running from a place. It's like Martin Luther King said. He said, I fear I integrated my people into a burning house. So America is just like a house that's on fire. So, it's basically, I was just trying to get out the house. So, coming over here to Africa, I'm coming to where I was taken from. And a lot of people, we had a discussion about FBAs, Foundational Black Americans, and it's just like we having a whole identity crisis right now. Like, they wouldn't call us African Americans if we didn't come from Africa. So, people can debate that all day, you know what I'm saying?
So I moved into a place in Nairobi, but just like outside of the city. And it's very like village kind of vibes. It's not city vibes. So like outside, I had gone to like the town center and I wanted to just get my hair done and then sit down and relax, figure out what I was gonna do next. So I sat down at a bar, got some of this Java, and then this guy comes up to me and he just approaches me and starts talking to me. Apparently he's from the UK and he went to the UK for like 12 years and then he left. And I was like, why'd you leave the UK? Like so many Kenyans want to go where you were. And he said, there's money, you can get jobs, but it just wasn't for me. Like life was so boring there. And it just it reminded me because when I go to the US, yes, you can make money a lot easier and it's not something that should be taken lightly. I come to Kenya because of the peace of mind I feel when I'm here. And to me, peace of mind is worth even more. So I want to get back into doing this because when I met that guy, he was like, "You're American? Why aren't you documenting your stay in Kenya?" And I was like, I pulled up my TikTok and I showed him, I've been doing it, but I like took a break. So I want to come back and start doing it like daily again because it was interesting. My life when I'm here is like a movie. So maybe, you know what, fuck it, I'm back.
Come to my home. Hey, oh, look at my little birds. I told you they're cute.
Yeah.
They're ornamental, but we have way more joggers than we have females. So they're always fighting.
Really?
You know, guys tend to get their territory.
So this is a 2-bedroom house?
It's a 2-bedroom farmhouse. Yeah, they're self-contained. It looks bigger than it actually... You think it could easily be a 4-bedroom, right?
True.
If we had the room smaller. But having lived in America, America everything is big and bigger. So everything has to be big. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
let's check it out. What do we have out here?
Out here we have a little dining area, outdoor dining. I keep saying the weather is so good here.
Absolutely.
I don't understand why you have to have a
have
dining
a TV.
inside the house.
A
Yes.
TV.
Yeah. We can sit here, have a fireplace
So this is where
going.
you enjoy eating your meals?
Yeah, we mostly we sit here.
conversations.
Mostly we sit here. When it gets colder, we have a fire, get a blanket, watch a little
Starting to get
TV.
cold, actually.
Yeah, my companion, he likes to cook a lot, so he watches a lot of
Oh,
cooking
that's why
shows.
he's watching.
Yeah, he watches a lot of cooking shows, and he cooks. He's a very good cook.
Oh, really?
He cooks very, very well.
So you don't get to
It's
cook?
amazing that I don't get fat as much as he cooks. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's check it out.
Okay, this is the living room. Not much, but it's enough for me and for my companion and for my guest. There's a little breakfast.
Why do you have like 2 clocks over there?
2 clocks for American time and Kenya time. Because I still have a life in America. I'm like, let me call my friend today. Oops, what time is it over there? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm gonna look.
Look at the clock. Then we have a
Yes.
beautiful breakfast, huh?
And this is the breakfast nook. This is the kitchen, and this is the
Laundry area.
dirty kitchen.
Oh, there's the kitchen. Sorry.
Yes, the dirty kitchen.
Straight there.
According to my, then you've seen the laundry room before.
I like your sink.
There's a kitchen sink, farmhouse sink. Then my little decoration stuff. We keep our cups and plates. Microwave, usual stuff. And blankets for the fireplace. We got a half bath there. Cook room where we put our...
I like your half bath. Let me show them something. We have this
What?
Read here, please. Step closer. It's slightly shorter than you.
That's my favorite part of that.
Oh my god.
You don't have the men to be.
Then we have this right here. Everyone wants to change the wall, but nobody wants to change the toilet paper. Okay. Then there's another one here. Just kidding. Pieces of half bath. Don't make it weird. Lucy!
I'm crazy, girlfriend.
I know.
And this is my wall of fame. This is my CCTV from my house. Sometimes I turn it on to see what's going on. Yeah. And this is the guest bedroom. And self-contained. It has its own bathroom. Yeah, shower, toilet.
Beautiful space. Yeah.
Nice sink. And I hate that they're opposite each other, but like I told you, this was supposed to be a guest house, like I told you. But anyways, this is my bedroom.
Used to be actually.
Huh?
Used to be.
Used to be a guest house. True
Yeah.
story. True.
Then you change now. It's
Yeah, I changed it
beautiful.
now
That's
to-
the beauty of life. Building
Oh,
a
I didn't
good
have the light on. No, I
construction.
have light on. That's my
Okay.
little dresser with all my essential oils. And this is my couch where I hang out in the bedroom. And this is my bathroom. And the shower.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
A lot of us come over here and we're very arrogant. You do have Black Americans who absolutely believe that they're better than the local Kenyans, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm here to save Kenya because we ain't here to. Kenya don't need saving. Kenya don't need saving, which is why we come here.
That's right.
Most Kenyans look at us as the children of slaves from a derogatory point of view. So we're already coming into the situation with some kind of resentment already there. For the majority of us, we want to get away from racism. We want to get away from bigotry. We want to get away from the system of white supremacy. We want to feel like we can blend, and that's how you feel when you're here, especially in Kenya. And we want a sense of ownership, if that is an option for us. Real ownership, real generational wealth in a place where we're not judged, but we're welcome.
It took years for Anne-Marie Crawford to become an American citizen after she left Jamaica, where she was born.
I don't think we are really welcome here, just to work and put money in their pockets.
She's lived with her family in Atlanta for nearly 30 years. Now President Trump's back in office, she wants out. She says they've felt warmly welcomed here in Nairobi, where they've come to buy a home.
This is a prime area.
Adila Mohammed's helping her find it. It's part of a package offered by her company, Adila's Relocation Services. She says her clients are mostly black Americans and that she's helped about 15 families move in the last year, and that more are coming.
This one will be too small. You know, in America, we're used to big.
Savings or pensions can go further in Kenya, where Adila says there's a better life.
We can live comfortably without all the stress, without all the racism, without all the police brutality, without all of the heavy political climate. We don't need any of that. Our people just want to be at peace.
Adila and her husband Lamont have told the story of their migration on YouTube and connected with a community of nearly 200 Americans, Canadians and Jamaicans who she says have mostly migrated here in the last 5 years. Marceau Narcisse from Chicago has just visited American friends living in Ghana and Nigeria. He says he'd prefer to move here for good roads, faster internet and the weather.
It's very moderate, the temperature. It's not too far from the beach, which I do like.
The history of the transatlantic slave trade has given West Africa appeal to some American migrants seeking their ancestral roots. Adila says anywhere in Africa can be home, but Nairobi's best. Adila and her clients say attractive apartments with gyms and swimming pools are drawing them to Kenya, but they're not only trying to escape generations of racial injustice in America, but also growing economic uncertainty. Anne-Marie's worried her home in Atlanta will lose value, so she says she wants to sell it and move here within weeks.
I've been even telling co-workers before I even get here, because of what I'm seeing on YouTube. I said, it's time for us to all sell and go to Kenya. Let's go.
Anne-Marie says she feels at peace here and she wants to leave growing uncertainty in America for a new place to call home. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Nairobi, Kenya.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.
Nimehama huku Kenya kama 1.5 months ago. Family yangu wamehama na tulihama pamoja. This is not my first time in Kenya. I've actually visited many times. So misi mgeni, nimeshazoea kukua hapa. Najua Swahili yangu si kama yako na ni sawa. Mi sijali najaribu, and that's all that matters, right? So we're gonna try and make this short and sweet little update for my people on the internet that have been following me since I first started talking about just my journey since I decided to move to Kenya. We're here in Naivasha. Y'all, I've been traveling and seeing Kenya in all of its glory. I feel like I've stamped 3 more places on my Kenya passport.
Mambo fam, it's your girl Doll Babe coming to you live from Nairobi, Kenya. And those that are new here on this page, my name is Dorothy Musa. I moved to Nairobi, Kenya with my family of 4 3 years ago. So I live abroad. I'm here now, actually. And I want to talk to y'all today, like if you're interested in living abroad, if you're interested in living in Nairobi, Kenya, to be more specific. Nairobi, Kenya is in Africa. For those that may not know geography, that's why I say Africa, okay? A lot of people ask me, why do you say Africa? Why can't you say Nairobi, Kenya? A lot of people don't know, you know. A lot of people just don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. And it draws people's eyesight when they see Africa, when they see United States. When people say, oh, you're from the States, I don't get offended. I just know. You don't know where I'm from the States. So if you want to know, you'll ask directly, more specifically. You get it? All right, moving on. So why did I move here? Like, a lot of people still ask me this question, even some people that I know. And it's like, you'll know when you come here. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when you plant foot here. You'll know, and you'll be like, oh, I see. I get it. That's why there's so many foreigners here. There's, Indians. There's some, people from all sorts of countries. There's Asians here. There's white people here. There's like Somalians, which I know a lot of them were born here, from here too. I'm just throwing a whole bunch of ethnicities that I be seeing on a daily basis here in Nairobi, Kenya. Okay. They see the benefits. They see the growth. They see the connections, the things that they can create here and produce. My thing is, we built the states. I feel like African Americans, the blood that we shed, our ancestors built the states. Why can't we do that here? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we build here? And not only are you building here, you're creating a new foundation for your family. You're creating generational wealth. You're creating a healthier lifestyle, less. Not saying that there's things that are corrupt or things that have to get worked through here. However, the good outweighs the bad a million times, in my opinion. It outweighs the bad. Call me what you want, but when I see bad, I be like, what? What happened? Oh snap. Because the good is so good. I don't care. Like, the red flag could be right here. I'd be like, yeah, so like, as I was saying, Nairobi's the best. And when I say that, it's mediocre things to me. Like, yes, haggling and like people seeing you as a dollar sign sometimes is tiring. You have to always prove yourself or be like, I feel like those that really are curious, you can teach them like, hey, not everyone's filthy rich in the States, you know what I'm saying, that come here. I'm not a passport woman or whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't come here to take and leave. Like, I want to build here. I want to create community. I want to network and socialize and come up with ways to give other people employment. I already have people employed. You know what I mean? So I'm not here to take. And once people realize that, the right people that come in my life, they'll be like, oh, she's cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm here. I'm not here for my own selfish reasons. Like, God called me here. You know what I'm saying? I truly feel like God called us here. And I see why, It's literally, to me, heaven on earth. This is my heaven on earth. Everybody's heaven on earth could be different, or how they want to live their lifestyle is different. But the lifestyle here, I'm able to create more. I'm able to explore more. I'm able to do something new every day if I wanted to. I'm able to show my kids a darn lion, tiger, and bear if I wanted to. Okay, not bear, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Lion, tiger, giraffe. Okay, the big five, Hey, Kenyans, I know y'all know. I know. A lot of people know too, but you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my Kenyan followers. But yeah, like, to pretty much wrap this up, that's the why for me. And that's will always be my why. So when everybody always asks me, like, why do you keep going back? Why do you love it so much? The why is literally my kids' smile, the freedom they have, the joy they have, the joy I feel, the relief I feel, the sense of freedom you feel, the lifestyle, healthier choices. You're more active because the weather permits it to be active. When my husband and I were initially thinking about moving, we thought, oh, maybe Florida or maybe, somewhere hot. But that wasn't enough. We wanted to break that bond that we have with the States because of comfortability, familiarity. Yeah. Because of those things, we're like, no, like, it's okay to feel uncomfortable for a little bit in order to have a lifetime of comfort. Okay, it's okay that we're the ones that have to build from scratch. God just called us to do that job. However, our children and children generations forever can always come here and be like, oh, this is home. I have somewhere to go. We just wanted to plant it here. Some people want to plant it in different parts of the States. To each his own. But this is my why. So if you guys have any more questions, let me know. I know I was like all over the place. For real, I feel like I was all over the place. And sadly, that's how I get sometimes. So, not sadly, but like, I don't know, maybe I have some form of something, I don't know. But, like I said, in a nutshell, that's my why. The lifestyle, having the culture here, being connected more to your roots. The kids get treated better. You're welcome and celebrated more than you ever have in the States. You know what the States was built on? The blood and the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors, you know? And not to say that I appreciate what they've done, because obviously I benefit from that. I have a passport. I'm able to travel pretty much anywhere because I was born in the States. But that doesn't mean I have to stay there. I mean, that doesn't mean I have to allow myself to endure racism and racial profiling and redlining and all sorts of things that we deal with on a daily basis, that beat you up on a daily basis. And only imagine, you know, all the things as Africans go through there. You know, it's different when you're an immigrant. It's not the same when you're an immigrant. It's not the same. However, we have to start seeing each other as the same. Like, we all have different struggles. We all have different things that we go through. So we all have to be empathetic about it and understand that, oh, even though you're American, you can go through things. Yes, there's people broke in the States. Yes, people are struggling. Yes. Like, Lord, why do people find that so shocking? All right, I digress. I'm really checking myself out now because my hair is so freaking cute. Well, let's see the back. Is the back cute? Yes, queen.
I love when Black Americans share their experiences in African countries. They actually realize that, you know what, we have been living a lie in America, you know. People always know that living in the US is the best nation ever. But when you step outside, you realize that no, there are very beautiful African countries out here which are good to explore, which have a lot of things which you do not get in America. So for Black Americans watching this video, take this as a sign for you to just visit. Let's not even talk about moving to Africa, moving to Kenya. Just visit, just take like a week off and come and just rest. Just have a vacation in Africa, in Kenya specifically. Trust me, you will not even desire to go back to America. You'll realize that the opportunities here in Kenya. Let's first talk about how beautiful Kenya is. Kenya is very beautiful, and it is the only country which has a national park in the city. So if you are a fan of wild animals, you love exploring adventures, Kenya got you, Nairobi got you, because it's not far away from the city. Some few kilometers from the city and you get to Nairobi National Park, whereby you get to see different kind of animals. You just get to bond with nature, to just experience nature. And you know how nature brings some kind of peace? So instead of all this chaos every day in America about this, about that, what about you take a week and just come, have a rest, just have peace of mind. I know for some Black Americans, you guys have never had peace of mind, and I do understand why. It is not your fault, but how things are. So if you're tired, if you're really tired with all those chaos, with all those that is happening in the US, just take some few days off work, carry some cash and come and just have peace of mind in Africa, in Kenya specifically. Another thing is that the quality of life and opportunities you will get here in Kenya is not the same as in the US, you know. In the US, you guys spend a lot of money. Imagine just on housing, you spend a lot of cash. That cash, you can come here with it, buy a home actually, live in your home, and also go for a vacation at the same time with the same amount of cash that you guys are just paying for rent in the US. So what I'm trying to tell you is life in Kenya is a bit affordable if you compare with the US. You can get quality things, quality food, quality clothing at an affordable price, and realize how much you will save. You're going to save a lot of money, trust me you guys, and that money you can use for other things, for investments, because in Kenya we also have opportunities for investments. Black Americans are moving to Kenya and buying land, building homes, starting businesses, and this can work for you as a side hustle as long as you just align with the government policies and laws. you will have a safe future, trust me, because you work in the US, you get the money and invest it in another place, and at the end, when it's your retirement age, you don't have to worry about how am I going to survive, because you already invested back in Africa, you invested back in Kenya. And this is something that will help you. Even if you're not working, you are receiving some cash from somewhere, which is something we as human beings, we always look forward to. We all look forward to a future whereby we don't need to work, a future whereby we just rest and everything is taken care of. Our children are well taken care of. That's a future that we all want. So, as a Black American, take this as an opportunity for investment, as an opportunity for having something aside from the work that you do normally. So another thing that you can enjoy here in Kenya, especially if you're a person who doesn't enjoy struggling life, is the modern conveniency. In Nairobi city, we have a lot of things which will make your life easier. If it's food, we have places you can just order. You just live in your house and order food if you are not a fan of cooking. Means of transport, we have a very good means of transport. We have the SGR, we have the expressway, so you don't have to struggle with traffic and all that. If you want internet, we have a very fast and working internet, like no suffering unless you yourself you want, but here things are modernized, things are working fast, people are moving fast. You know, life is so fast. If you're one person who doesn't love a slow living life, I'll choose Nairobi for you. But if you're a person who loves a place whereby it's chilled, things are being done slowly, there is a city called Mombasa City, which is actually very hot. If you're a fan of hot weather, Mombasa is hot, and also in Mombasa, people just take things slowly. They don't believe in doing things quickly. Unlike for us in Nairobi, Nairobi is a fast working city whereby things are run fast. Everyone is just always moving. No looking back, no slowing down. So you have choices of areas to live. If you want also the suburb areas, they are there in Nairobi. We have the high-end neighborhoods, and we also have the average, and we have the low neighborhoods, low income neighborhoods. So according to your pockets, you will not lack a place to live. But I believe for you Black Americans, you have saved a lot from how you work in the US, from how you tell us the number of jobs you're doing. So everything that you want is there for you. If you want the high-end neighborhoods, they are there, so many in Nairobi. If you want the average, you don't want to spend much on just housing, we got you. And if you're also a member of the low-income neighborhood, we got you too. So Black Americans, these videos that we do, specifically these videos that I do, is to show you different African countries. And if you're a person who is looking forward to move to Africa or just visit, I am giving you options. The other day I did about Ghana, today I'm doing about Kenya, another day I do another country, so that when you have made the decision, you just come across these videos and decide which country am I going to try. And also you can try all African countries. There is no limitations to which countries you can try. So it's up to you. Yes, what you need to do, plan yourself well, because as always you need money to survive. You can't just come here and start begging and borrowing. Save some cash. Don't believe everyone. We have scammers, and just trust your instincts. If you feel like you want to move to motherland Africa, you're welcome. If you feel like you want to move to motherland Africa, you are welcome. You will meet a lot of warm people, friendly people who are just ready to receive you, and enjoy being with your fellow Black people. Enjoy just being away from racism, discriminations, and all those things. Here, you'll find peace of mind, you'll have rest, and just enjoy life. So with that said, guys, let me know your thoughts about this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I really appreciate. See you in the next video. Bye.